So, topic is Android architecture and working. Little introduction about the Android. Again, I want to say that Android is a mobile operating system modified version of Linux kernel and other open source software developed by Google. Android offers a unified approach. Unified means that whatever application we design in Android, that will run only on the devices that uses the Android operating system. So Android offers unified approach, which means developer need only developed for Android, and the application should be able to run on different devices that are powered by Android platform. In 2007, Google released a beta version of Android software development kit. The first commercial version of Android 1.0, the name as Alpha, was released in 2008 September. In 2012, Google released 4.1 Jelly Beans version of Android, and it is an incremental update and improved lot of terms and of user interface, functionality, and performance. And in 2014, Google announced another version, that is Android 5.0 Lollipop. And if you remember, at when we attend the Android lab, so we always select over there version 5.0 Lollipop, because by using this version, 93.2% of Android devices can run that application whenever we design an application in Android Studio. So that is why we always choose the Android version 5.0 Lollipop, because maximum number of devices can run that application. That is 93.2% of Android devices can run that application. So some of the features of Android are that Android is an open source. It supports the connectivity of Google global mobile communication, Wi-Fi for data transfer, Bluetooth for connecting the other devices, and for telephony and data transfer. It will allow us to make or receive calls with the help of the Android mobile phone. We can easily call and receive. We can send SMSs for message and text messages, and we can send or retrieve the data across the mobile network. By using the Wi-Fi technology, we can pair with another devices using this application and communicate with that devices. Android have multiple application interface to support GPS, location based, and the perform data storage related activities by using the lightweight database, that is SQLite. It have a wide range of media support to play or record a variety of audio and video, having different images support, and it has an integrated open source WebKit layout based web browser to support HTML and CSS. It support multitasking. We can move more than one task window to another, and multiple application can run simultaneously in the Android platform. It will give a chance to reuse application components and replace for native applications. And we can access the hardware component like camera, GPS, and accelerometer. So whenever we design an application, so we make different components of the application. Once an application component is developed, that component can be used whenever we develop some other application. So that is, we can give chance to reuse the application components and replace for native applications. So these are some of the features of the Android. Now, how Android works, what is Android architecture? Let's start from here. Android is a mobile operating system developed by Google. It is based on modified version of Linux kernel and other open source software, and is primarily used for touch-screen mobile devices. We also call it as a smartphone or tablets. Android operating system is a stack of software components, which is roughly divided into 5 sections and 4 layers that we explain in the next figure. At the next figure, we explain that what are the 4 layers and how that 4 layers are divided into 5 sections, and then explain each section one by one. So here you can see in the diagram. So there are 4 layers, and first one is having home, dialer, SMS, IM. Second one is the application framework. Third one is library and Android runtime, and fourth layer is Linux kernel. And these 4 layers are divided into 5 sections. So here are the 5 sections over here. One is home, dialer, SMS, application framework, then library. Next section is Android runtime and Linux kernel. So these are the 5 sections in 4 layers. So this is the architecture of the Android. At the bottom of the layer is Linux 3.6, which approximately have 115 patches. This provides level of abstraction among hardware devices and contain all the essential hardware drivers like camera, keypad, and display. So whenever we attach any device with the Android, it will automatically run that, download that driver for that, and run that hardware on the computer. Sorry, on the mobile. And also the kernel handled networking and vast variety of device drivers, which have the pain of interfacing and to the peripheral devices. So by accessing the internet, it can download the driver if it is not available and can run that peripheral device on the mobile phone. Next is the libraries. On top of the Linux kernel, there is set of libraries including open source web browser engine, that is WebKit. We also call library as libc, is commonly used as a shorthand of standard C library, a library of standard functions that can be used by all C programs. SQLite database, which is useful repository to storage and sharing the application data, libraries to play and use, record all the audio and videos. Secure security layer library responsible for internet sharing. And the OpenGL is Android includes support for high performance 2D and 3D graphics. So it shows how the library files are helpful to us to access all the web browser programs, sharing data in the database, then how we can make the internet security, as well as we can view the 2D or 3D images in the mobile phone. All this can be done with the help of libraries that are stored in the architecture. Then is the free type of popular software development library used to turn text into bitmap or bits and provide support to number of font formats. So libwebcore is a modern web browser engine which power both Android browser and the embedded web view of the HTML. The Android multimedia framework includes support of playing variety of common media types, and the Surface Manager manages access the display of 2D and 3D graphics and the summary of some key core libraries available in Android developer. So these are the libraries over here that perform the various functions. So these are some of the applications that libraries have. Android.app provide access to application model. Android.content facilitate the content access. Android.database used to access data published by the content provider. Android.opengl is a Java interface. Android.os provide application with access to standard operating system, and Android.text used to manipulate the text that we use typing on mobile phone, on our device, Android device. So here are some of the more libraries that are being used by the Android to perform some activity on the mobile phone. So these all are the libraries that are being used by the Android in there. Android runtime. So you can see On the third layer section is component is Android runtime. So this is the third section of the architecture and available on the second layer from the bottom. From the bottom is second layer. If you can see over here, from bottom it is second layer. This section provides a key component called Dalvik virtual machine, which is a kind of Java virtual machine specially designed and optimized for Android. Dalvik virtual machine make use of Linux core features like memory management and multi-threading, which is built in the Java language. Android Runtime also provides a set of core libraries which enable Android application developer to write Android application using standard Java programming language. And the application framework layer provides many high-level services to application to form Java classes, and the developer can allow to make the use of these services for application development. So some of the services of Android framework are activity manager. So it control all the aspects of the application lifecycle and activity stack. Window manager is a system service which is responsible for managing the list of windows which are available or visible and how they can lay out on screen. Content provider allow the application to publish and share the data with other applications in the mobile. Android view system is a user interface designed to handle layout and view positions automatically. Notification manager allow application to display alert and notification to the users. Then package manager is an application program interface that actually manages the application install or uninstall, or you can update the application that is already in the mobile that is being managed by the package manager. Telephone manager provide access to the information about the telephone services, and the resource manager provide access to non-coded embedded resources such as string, color setting, and user interface layout. So these are some of the managers that are being used in the Android framework, and that give us the different functions and how they will control, how we can easily view the content on screen, how we can share the data, how we can display the alert notification, and how we can manage the application to install, uninstall, and update, and how we can access the information about the telephone services available on the mobile. So these all are being done by the Android framework service managers. So you will find the Android application in top of the layer. So after the application framework, you can see in the application framework you have activity manager, window manager, content provider, system view, package manager, telephony manager, and source manager, and location manager. So all these managers are available in the second layer from top, that is application framework. And finally we left with the applications in that architecture. So application, you will find all the application at top layer. You will write your application to be installed on this layer. For example, the contact book, browser game, etc. So Android development environment, to develop an Android application, one need to set an environment to design and develop the application. So whenever we have to perform a task, so we always need a particular environment for that, perform that task. If the environment not available to us, so it is difficult for us to perform design, develop a task, and complete the task. A proper environment is must be available for that. Firstly, you will require to download the necessary tools, software development kit tools, and set up files to set up the environment for development. So whenever we have to write the program or design some software application, so we must have one software development kit that already have some inbuilt functions that are helpful for us to design or develop the Android application program and some set of files to set up the environment for the development. So you can use a Macintosh operating system, Windows or Linux platform for your download for your Android application development. All required packages, tools, and other required files can be downloaded from the internet. Following are the name of the file that you will require to develop the Android application. One is Java development kit, and second is the Android software development kit, or you can say Android Studio or Eclipse. So to design, so what is Java development kit? Android software development kit works on Java software development kit. Therefore, first your system must have Java development kit installed. If you don't have it in your system, you can download it from this particular website. So the first requirement of setting up the environment in that SDK must be installed in your system. As the current version of the Android Studio itself download the Java development kit. You need not install it. And the Android software development kit. Next comes the Android software development kit. It contains a library, a debugger, emulator, documentation, sample codes, and tutorials for each application interface level of the release version of Android. So whenever you download the Android Studio,